Hello, creative souls. This is Shinjni here from Modern Gypsy, and I thought that I'd give you a quick little studio tour today. So, my studio really is just a spare room that also doubles up as my home office. And what I have here are mainly two art desks, one of which is my main painty table, and the other is more of a research desk, which is where I put in a lot of my projects that are still in progress, books that I'm currently reading, and it's also a little catch-all kind of a place. So it does tend to get a little bit messy sometimes, but I've just done a studio reset and I thought that I'd share my current studio setup with you. And behind me, I also have my easel. So I will show you what's currently on it. It's a painting that I finished last year, and I have a fresh canvas that's kind of ready to go this year. So let's get on with the tour. So I have all of my paints along on shelves, floating shelves on a wall. And this is my research desk. It's where I come in and any books that I'm currently reading, my journaling supplies for written journaling, and all of those kind of get put onto this table. It's also a catch-all table, so it tends to get really messy. Because there are a lot of projects on the go as the year progresses, and all of those materials kind of get piled up here along with certain other little bits and bobs that are just part of daily living, not really of the studio. So for now, this is my annual yearly studio reset that I've done, and for now it's really nice and clean and really laid out for a fresh new year. So what I've got here are some journaling prompts that I can pull out and journal with. That's an oracle deck that I'm currently working on, so that's just kept here. I testing it out and I still have some more cards to make, so that's lying there. And this is Mixed Media Portraits by Pam Carricker. It's a book that I got, mm, I think about 4 or 5 years ago when I was just starting. This is kind of at the beginning of my art journey. And at that time, I found the instructions in this book, like the way that she has of proportions and of creating faces with this circle and the oval and then all of those uh, lines. I kind of really found this really difficult, and I just left it on the side. Now that it's been a couple of years and I'm much more confident with my faces, I feel like I can give some of these techniques a try. And so that's lying here, so that I can kind of start on this. That's what I want to start with, one of my projects for the year. So that's what's lying here for now. And then here I have a lot of other art books and art supply. So that's my home office. That's where the desk where I generally work. And when I'm not working, it's shut so that, that kind of signals that work's over and it's now time for me. And this is my main art desk. So I have a standing desk and a sitting desk, both, but I rarely sit. I prefer to stand when I'm painting. And that's like my main tarot and meditation altar. Again, I have a lot of art books and some tarot decks over there on the side. And this desk generally becomes the catch-all for my paint tubes and for paper and projects to dry up. And then here again, there's all of my beautiful acrylic inks and uh, pencils and more paints. And that's my little creativity altar. It's like my little art altar. And that is where all of the painting happens. So while I'm filming this, it's the 1st of Jan. And this is the painting that I'm currently working on. It's going to be for my word of the year. And you can see there's a lot of shimmer and shine in her hair, which means it's going to probably be a bit of a nightmare to photograph it, but that's what I'm working on right now. And here is my easel. So this is the painting that I finished last year. I think this was a 30 by 30 or a 28 by 28 size canvas. And I have this little 12 by 12 canvas that's waiting to get started. That one is going to be an abstract, and I will be filming it for a course that I'm working on, an abstract e-course that I'm working on, and you'll hear more about it once I am ready to once I have the course ready and it's ready for release. So that's the little studio tour, and I hope that you enjoyed this. I've also written a blog post about artist studios and messy studios versus clean and organized studios, and how people thrive in both kind of places. I know I'm a messy artist. I thrive in the chaos. Generally, this area here on my painty table is filled with collage papers and old text papers, and a lot of color pencils, and then my table is generally a mess of paint tubes, and I kind of find my inspiration in all of that. So the colors that are lying here will inspire me for my next project, or then the text papers and collage papers that are lying here in the corner might give me some ideas and inspiration for another painting. But I'm really trying to be a little bit more organized, I guess, this year. So let's see how it goes, which is also why I kind of did all of that reading up on messy artist studios and clean artist studios and how people work in both. So far, I've been a really messy artist. I'm wondering if I can transition to, I don't think I'll ever transition to a completely organized artist, but maybe slightly less messy would be nice. So I would really love to hear what kind of artist you are, clean or organized. What kind of studios do you like? Either leave me a comment below this video, or then click over to my blog and read what I've found about clean and messy art desks and how inspiration is found on each, and leave me a comment there. I'd love to hear from you. I hope that you enjoyed this little studio tour. If you did, do hit the like button and subscribe to my channel as well. And I'm hoping that you have a beautifully creative 2021, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.